Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Into My GT Entertainment. I am Joel, and I hope you are having a great night. Just doing a quick little video on whatever comes to mind. So let's see what I could think about talking about today. So right now, let me just show you the automobiles, as always. So there is Pam's car. And here is Electra. And I guess what I want to talk about today is your trip prep. What do you do with your high performance vehicle? Because you know, once they get to a certain point, they're not always reliable. So what do you do when you're about to take something like this on a 5-hour trip? Let's think about that for a second, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, let me tell you what I start off doing. Like I said, I have a washable filter that's in there. So I clean that out. I check my belt, because for some reason in this car, I don't know why, it'll start fraying the belts on the corners right here. And then I have to replace the belt. I always check those before I decide to go anywhere, just because, you know, with these cars, main serpentine belt, shit out of luck if it breaks. So that's what I do there. Make sure that my fluids are topped off for the antifreeze and the other one over here, which is for the superchargers, the intercooler. I make sure that's fine. I think this year I'm going to go ahead and change the supercharger oil before I go. I haven't quite figured out how to do that yet. But Whipple has sent me some new oil a while back, so it doesn't hurt to swap it out. It's supposed to be good for 100,000 miles, but I don't know. I don't know if that's car miles or, you know. So we'll see where we are with that. I go through and check, make sure the battery's good. Check all my little hoses that are going to everything to make sure that everything's fine. You believe it or not, around here, believe it or not, I like to dyno the car before I go somewhere, just because I can get the readings off of it, or kind of like a data log, to make sure that everything's sparking right and whatever. Because when I last did my car, we data logged it down here, and we found that one of the spark plugs was spark blowout, that it wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. You see it in the curve. Change that out, hit over 720 horsepower. So there is some sense about that. So hold that thought, I'll be right back. All right, everybody. The next thing I check are the tires. Well, these are not going with me to Mustang Week. These are coming off, and I'm putting my Verades back on. I'll show you those in a moment. But you want to make sure that your tires are in good condition. Everything is all happy-go-lucky with them. And I know I'm probably saying, you know, stuff that y'all probably know, but this is what I do. And I got to do it to 2 cars, because we take down both cars. I try to get my son on board and you know, do it with his, but you know, it's kind of hard to decide what he's going to do and not do. But like I said, then I take a little toolbox. I got a little tool set down in here. Let me see here. Right there, with all the basic tools that I need just in case something goes wrong. And then I also take a breaker bar and the adapter for it, for the pulley for the supercharger, because that breaker bar fits right onto that pulley. So if I have to do anything with the belt at all, just pop the pulley and the whole thing falls apart. So, but yeah, that's pretty much what I do. If I'm going to be running Torco or anything like that for the trip, I make sure I have a ample supply of that. So those are just the basic things I check. Let me get back inside, and then we'll talk about tires and stuff. See you in a minute. All right, guys, these are the tires I'm going to be taking. I take my car cover with me too, because I like to make sure I have it protected down there, especially in the beach, all the sand and stuff. But these are the ones that I will be taking down to Mustang Week with me. So as you can see, lots of tread on them still, so I don't have to worry about anything unless I put them on and something crazy happens. So yeah, we're good there. So I put those on because I don't know if you noticed, my car is only that high off the ground with the drag setup. This will lift it back up a little bit too. So, and on another note, side note, I got all my clutch stuff in. Got the clutch itself, the flywheel, the throwout bearing, and the pilot bearing. So everything is in now. So we're going to go ahead and get that done before we go also. Not that I need it at the moment, but it's starting to fade a little bit, and I don't want to be down at Mustang Week and then have it go out and whatever. So more preventive maintenance than anything else. I also, and this is probably going to be another video down the line, I bought another little goodie for the Mustang. It should be in this week. I'll show you that when it comes in. I'll make a little video. But you can't turn without it, so that's your clue. But we'll go from there to the 2-valve. The 2-valve is still at my buddy's house getting the suspension done. He's had a little trouble with other cars, so it's kind of blocking the driveway, so he can't get to my car yet. So once that gets done, I'll show you the stance of that, and I also ordered the wheels and tires for the 2-valve. So that's going to be probably another video also. So I do have stuff coming. It's just taking a little time to get everything squared away at one point. So yeah, we'll catch you in a minute. Alright guys, and another thing that I checked but I can't get on the car right now is the underside of the car. Make sure that since I have all full suspension, like I said, I like to make sure all that's tight. So I check the lower control arms, the sway bar, everything like that to make sure that it's tight, that I'm not going to have any issues with that. Also, I like to have a peace of mind before I go out somewhere. I'm sure you do too. So in the comments below, just list your things that you look at or do, or if I miss something important, let me know, and it's good for me to put it on my list. So I just wanted to make this short little video, and like I said, I do have some other videos coming out for Electra with what I got for her, and then the wheels that come in for Shadow once I get the car back. So we'll catch you on the next video, and I hope y'all have a wonderful evening, and stay cool, and drop a like and comment and do all the good stuff. So we'll be around. And I do have a Mustang Week question for later on. Just we'll catch that on another video. Peace.